How's it going, YouTube? We are back, and I just quickly wanted to talk about one of the craziest games you will ever see in the playoffs. This is game 3 of the NLCS, Dodgers and Braves. Dodgers are at home now, down 2-0. In the first inning, the Dodgers got off to a great start. A 2-run home run by Corey Seager on a hanging curveball thrown by Morton. Probably about 440 feet dead center. And if you're a Dodger fan, you're looking at this like, all right, here we go again. We got a 2-run lead on a Seager bomb. We've seen this story before many times, especially last season in the playoffs. We saw it in Game 2. They didn't hold the lead in Game 2. They didn't hold the lead in this one early on. It was going well so far. Like, at that point, the at-bats were good. They were grinding Morton down. Morton didn't seem to have his good stuff today, but he battled, so credit to him for really sticking in there because things could have got really ugly. He had the bases loaded in the first inning after the home run. He walked 4 guys in an inning, and he got himself out of it. I mean, 2-run home run, 2 runs out of the inning that he had. He threw like 35 pitches or something like that in that first inning. Credit to him. He fought. He got out of that with minuscule damage. So, you know what I mean? 2-0, not the happiest as a Dodgers fan. You're like, okay, we should have had more, but we'll take the lead. And everything was pretty quiet, pretty much. The Dodgers were threatening constantly, but not bringing anything in between those first, second, and third innings. But in the fourth, things got a little bit ugly. Lux dropped the ball in center field, ball that was crushed to the wall, whether he was battling the sun, whether he was having troubles finding the wall, whether he was having trouble with a warning shot, whatever it was. He had it in his palm. It was a catchable ball. He should have had it. They ruled it a hit, but I believe that he should have caught that ball. It's his 20th game in center field, but he's an important part of the lineup right now. I think he's 23 years old. He's a future star. He needs to be out there. And I know it's the playoffs, but you have to take a chance on someone as talented as him. He brings a lot of things to his game. He brings speed, he brings power, he brings contact, he brings a good at-bat, and you need those in the playoffs. But that won't hurt because now the situation went from runner on first with no outs or runner on first with 1 out to first and third or whatever. No, sorry, I think it was second and third with no outs. Or with 1 out. It was just a really messy inning. A missed strike 3 call on Jock Peterson leads to an RBI single, which brings the Braves back within 1. I don't know how you missed that one. It was right there. It wasn't like it clipped the corner. It wasn't like a half baseball in. It was a full baseball inside the part of the zone. I don't know if it was the shadows. Obviously, the shadows of Dodger Stadium are around that time of day. It is hard to see the baseball for the hitters, and I guess for the umpires as well. So, Jerry Meals, for the most part, called a decent game. Not as good as Pat Hoberg a couple nights ago for the Giants-Dodgers series, but or even Joe West in the wild card game. He called a good game as well. But you don't get to pick your umpires, unfortunately. So yeah, that was rough. Brought the game back within 1, and then to add to the unluckiness, a broken bat single ties the game at 2 from Adam Duvall. Gets his first RBI of the postseason. Shattered bat off the end of the bat, floats it over the shortstop, tie game. Then a hard hit single off of Dansby Swanson's bat, a play that Seager normally gets. Maybe he gets a force out, maybe the run still scores, but whatever the case may be, deflects off his backhand a little bit. Run scores, now it's 3-2 Atlanta. And at this point, we're like, okay, I'm sitting there watching, like, here we go again. Like, we're collapsing again. For whatever reason, we cannot seem to hold a lead against the Braves. And the Braves proved tonight that their leads aren't safe either. The bases were loaded. Buehler proceeds to walk Rosario pretty much on 4 pitches. It's 4-2 Atlanta. Buehler gets out of it. In the 5th inning, they come back again. Duvall gets his second RBI with a single up the middle. And it's 5-2. At this point, it's the 5th inning. I'm wondering where our offense went. We started off so good. We were getting on base. We're still getting on base at this point. But there's nothing doing. We're not collecting. And that's been a problem with the Dodgers all series. And even against the Giants, we aren't collecting. You have to think with a lineup this good, it's just a matter of time. But watching it from the outside looking in, it's rough, and I guarantee you it's even worse from the players' point of view because obviously they want to come through. It's just unfortunate that, some balls ended up foul, or they barely miss one and pop up, or they chase a bad pitch, or they get a bad call, whatever the case. Anything that could go wrong for the Dodgers hitters, whether it's unlucky or whether they're just bad, has gone wrong. But things changed in the 8th inning. I was flipping back and forth in channels at that point. I was already upset. I was sour. A leadoff single by Will Smith. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put the game back on. I put the game back on. And then JT gets on, and I'm like, okay, you know, here we go. Here we go. We got something cooking here. First and second one out. This is what's up. We got to score here. We got to get at least one. Bellinger gets a fastball at 97, down the middle. Down the middle. Like, 2019 Bellinger probably hits that 555 feet. But he swings and misses, and now it's 1-2. And I'm thinking, here we go. It's Cody Bellinger. He's going to see another fastball. He's going to swing and a miss. He's going to be late. Everything that could, you know, everything that we have seen from him all year, I had my expectations. Luke Jackson executes a perfect fastball at chin height. Bellinger sells out for the fastball and hits it out somehow. I don't know how he hit it out. The baseball god's trying one upon us there. He hit it out. I started jumping up and down in the living room. I was getting excited. It was crazy. And then Chris Taylor's on now. He steals second base. And I'm thinking, dude, we can get one more here. Let's take the lead. Mookie's up. Let's take the lead. Mookie pokes one to right center for a double, and now it's 6-5 Dodgers. And it's just crazy to me how a baseball game, and I've known this for a long time. I've watched baseball since birth, pretty much. I've been playing the game for a very, very long time already. I've been around the game. I've seen it. But sometimes you forget how quickly games can switch just like that. With one swing of the bat, everything changes. One swing of the bat from Bellinger, we went from being down 3 to being tied. It's nuts. I love this game so much. Mookie Betts comes through, big double. Jansen comes in the ninth, and being around the game as long as I have, Jansen hasn't always been shut down in his career, especially in the postseason. One of the most dominant closers ever, especially in this generation. But I just, when he comes in, sometimes I get a little nervous. But he comes in just punching tickets. Got Jock swinging, he got Jock swinging. He got Duvall looking, and he got Swanson swinging. It was just a masterful inning. 3 strikeouts for him, closes the game down. We went from being down 3-0 at home, thinking about golfing in Cancun. Like, you're down 3-0. Only one team has ever come back from that, and, you know, they ended up winning. But one team, and the league's been around for over 100 years already, so chances are pretty slim. But they come back, and they win. It's 2-1 Braves right now in the series, but you're never in trouble till you lose at home, and the Dodgers haven't lost at home yet. So I gotta say, that was one of the most exciting games I've seen in a while. Comment if you guys watched the game, if you guys enjoyed it, if you guys thought anything specific about it, because I really enjoyed that game. It was a great game. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, comment who you guys got winning the World Series out of the 4 teams left, and I will see you guys next time.